One of the biggest mistakes that I see many of my clients make when they choose an entity is when they choose a limited liability company for the purpose of limiting their personal liability. I often explain to them that their liability protection is probably more optics than it is reality. Because what I try to explain to them is that every business has to have a decision maker. And that decision maker has additional culpability. And so when we think about the term limited liability, the owner or the founder of that business in many cases is not necessarily protected because, quite frankly, if you were to have some type of a litigation against you, that person would probably, the plaintiff would probably sue the business and you as the manager of a business. And so the clear distinction is that if you are a manager of a limited liability company, being a manager means that you are participatory in the decision-making process, in which case, in many cases, you can be held personally liable for those particular decisions. When we talk about limited liability, the limits to liability generally are extended to those members who are not managers. An example of that might be somebody who is a silent partner or something like that, that is just simply an investor in the business but does not take part in the management of that particular business. It's an important distinction that entrepreneurs need to make when they consider the value of a limited liability company.